Live?
Yeah.
Boom. We're back, you fucks. Thanks for coming on, Dill. I appreciate it.
We're on?
Yeah, we're good.
Okay.
We're rolling.
All right, sweet.
It's been a little hiatus. We haven't had one, and I did the movie picks one, the short kind of podcast segments I did at home, but
I saw that.
Been a while since I've been here with Matt. We got you on here for today. We're going to have Dylan on for this next segment of the Green Day episode of the album discography series, and then we're going to have him on for a regular one.
Yeah,
we got two new ones that probably have uploaded by tomorrow or Monday or whatever. And we got the video going for the first time. So yeah, moving up. Let's jump right into it. So, hold on.
I just want to say, before we start, I'm incredibly honored to be on here, of course, with Evan, Matt, two of my bestest friends in the whole world.
Best friends, Matt.
And, of course, talking about one of our favorite albums of all time, you know. So, I'm excited.
This album was the reason I started this. Because I wanted to do individual albums, like, just not review, but just like go over like an individual album. So I'll do this one or that one. But I'm like, I think it'd be cool, and I think it'd keep me busy to do every album that every band has ever made. And I'm like, why not fucking start with Green Day? I already know basically everything about them. So this will probably be the most fun segments out of all of them. I'm looking forward to American Idiot as well, but that's way down the line.
Yeah, it's a little bit down the road.
Yeah, so let's get right into it. Dookie is the third. How about this, Matt? Is that good? Yep. Sound good? Dookie is the third studio album and the debut major label album by American rock band Green Day, released on February 1st, 1994 by Reprise Records. The band's first collaboration with producer Rob Cavallo. It was recorded in the late 1993 at Fantasy Studios in Berkeley, California, written mostly by frontman Billy Joe Armstrong, and the album is heavily based around his personal experiences, with themes such as boredom, anxiety, relationships, and sexuality. The album was promoted to 5 singles: Longview, Basket Case, and a re-recorded version of Welcome to Paradise, the better version, and When I Come Around. And the radio-only She, All By Myself, is a hidden track performed by Trey Cool. I already went over that, too. So February 1st, 1994, so like pretty early on in 94.
Actually, it was the anniversary just a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
February 1st. Speaking of which, actually, it was Billy Joe's birthday a few days ago. He turned 49.
49?
Dude, 49, man. Like, that hit me, because I remember, like, when we first started.
He was like 42.
Yeah, like when we first, started like, being a band and like just kind of, really just getting involved. And of course, Green Day was one of our biggest influences. We would always make birthday posts and stuff. And like at the time, again, it was like 41, 42. And now it's like almost years 50. Later, dude, he's almost in his 50s. All of them are.
I was looking at my Facebook memories. I like to look at it. I think they're pretty cool. But last couple of days I was seeing like old posts I made, like happy birthday, Billy Joe. Yeah. Happy 43rd birthday. Yeah. I'm like, wow, has it been that fuck? Even then I'm like, damn, he's getting older. But
yeah. But
50, man.
You know what's great? They're still going. They're still pushing. They're still playing. Yeah. They actually just played I think they released a new song or performed a new song on the one of the NHL games or something apparently, and then
we're gonna talk about that tonight. So,
okay, cool. Yeah,
it was one of the points.
Awesome.
So I thought that was pretty cool. So they're still going. Let's see what else. Okay, so Fantasy Studios in Berkeley, California did it. The length is 39 minutes, 38 seconds long. Rob Cavallo, one of the best people to really produce Green Day, I think. Who else did he do? What? Did he do anything else for Green Day?
Who's that?
Rob Cavallo.
Did he do anything else with Green Day?
For Green Day?
You know what? I think actually he helped, if I'm not mistaken, I'm pretty sure he helped compose, and I think he played piano, because I was actually watching this one video, as a matter of fact, 'cause lately I've been kind of back into just watching Green Day videos and stuff, and And I saw, like, I think he recorded tracks for piano for Boulevard of Broken Dreams for them on American Idiot. So I think he did, honestly, the piano parts on that album. And
he produced it too.
Yeah, produced it. And, like, yeah, so I know he's definitely been involved with playing some parts in their songs. I don't know about in Dookie, but I know for sure American Idiot. But.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. Back then, I just wanted to write songs I could be proud of and be able to play in 5 years. Green Day's Billy Joe Armstrong told Rolling Stone in 2014, just 20 years after. He would, of course, achieve that and a whole lot more. In 1994, Green Day accomplished what seemed unthinkable for young punks before them. They became an international phenomenon. With the release of the bratty, rousing Dookie, the trio not only made their major label debut, but created a new youth movement as grunge was beginning its decline. Hailing from California's East Bay, singer-guitarist Billy Joe Armstrong, bassist Mike Dirnt, and drummer Trey Cool had already garnered buzz within the punk underground. Their often silly and stoned outlook on life, love, and loneliness had made their first 2 albums on local label Lookout. 1039 and Kerplunk, which we already covered. If you haven't listened to the previous episodes, the 2 previous albums we did, check those out. I lost my spot. All 3 members were around 21 when the band sparked a major label bidding war. They eventually settled on Reprise thanks to the immediate connection they felt with the young A&R Rob Cavallo. The album's success took the world by surprise and set the tone for the band's still thriving career. Fittingly, RS named Dookie the definitive pop-punk album in the 2000 app. Lost my place again. Oh, we got 10 facts about Dookie.
Oh, nice.
That's what I wanted to bring up. Yeah, the album was originally titled Liquid Dookie. Did you guys know that?
You know,
I heard that before.
Yeah, I think I definitely heard that before. I think
that's kind of a dumb name.
Heard that, yeah. But yeah.
Liquid Dookie, ladies and gentlemen. Richie Bouchers. I don't even know the fuck that is. Illustrated album art. Oh, he's the one who did the album art.
I don't know who that is.
Alluded to Black Sabbath and AC/DC and Sesame Street. So I'm guessing the album art had some... I don't know. I don't care. The album worked hard to avoid major labels, horror stories, don't care. Green Day saw themselves as an extroverted alternative to the angsty grunge scene. Breakout single Longview wasn't just about masturbation. I think anybody with a brain can understand that. Basket Case addressed Armstrong's bisexual identity. Wow, I didn't know that. I thought Basket Case was... I didn't know that. That's pretty interesting.
What was the fact?
Basket Case addressed Armstrong's bisexual identity, which I didn't know that. I mean, I know he's bi, but I didn't know that was what that song was about.
I think it kind of makes sense because one of the lines is... Well, we'll get into it when we do the track listing and stuff, but just how, like, the one line is... I'll explain, when we talk about the track. Right. I'll get back to it.
Yeah, remember that.
Yeah, I do know it's about obviously anxiety, because he's even said it in multiple interviews how he always dealt with anxiety and just wrote that song, obviously about it. So,
all right. In spite of the backlash, from their scene, Green Day felt proud of and comfortable with their sudden rock stardom. Dookie's success brought about an identity crisis within the band. Understandable. I mean, it was the biggest thing in their career. You're going to question who you are. You know what I mean? When something big like that happens.
You got to think they were so young when that came out. You know what I mean? Like, it's just you got to think that's just. Because they they gradually rose through the independent times when they were with Lookout, records. But of course, just Dookie was the album. That was just their breakout album, and it's it's because I know that obviously it was huge. It's that's probably their I think it's their most successful, album they've ever released, and
I think it's the most influential, successful, best record of all time. And I'm not just saying that because I'm a huge Green Day fan. I mean, it's one of the biggest records of all time.
It was definitely like the catalyst to just punk being a mainstream thing. Like that's why, like personally, they're the reason why bands like Blink-182 and Sum 41 and the Offspring all just kind of had a chance to, like, not saying like Green Day was like the ones who obviously founded punk, but they were the ones who really, I would say,
brought that
commercialized the genre and made it, like, at the time, like, of course in the mid 90s and to the early 2000s and late 2000s, like, made punk rock or pop punk, whatever you want to call it, like,
punk rock.
Punk rock, yeah. So, they were the ones who just kind of revolutionized it for radio stream.
And I remember in school, Matt, go back to that picture of the album art. I remember in school, I memorized how to draw Green Day, the explosion, the plane, the blimp, the bombs. I just, like, memorized how to draw all of it, and I drew it, like, all day. Like, I remember being in I'm not going to say her name. I remember being in, like, math class and shit. And just drawing it nonstop, drawing the plane and clouds and shit, man. Again, like, arguably one of the best records of all time, and like the coolest fucking album art, I think, of all time.
Oh, yeah.
Like, dude, if you zoom in, the fucking level of detail in that shit.
Yeah.
Like, dude, there's like little cartoons way deep in there that like have like little word bubbles and shit. Like, it's just like, wow, like.
Yeah, like, there's even, like, musicians, like, I know, like, Angus Young's on, like, the roof somewhere. And
Ozzy Osbourne,
yeah. They have Jesus.
Yeah.
Somewhere on there.
Dude, I mean, look at that.
But obviously, it's probably a little fuzzy, because, I mean, this album that came out back in
Yeah, man. Yeah, the artwork. The artwork's amazing.
This is a modern take on it.
Modern?
Oh.
That's dumb. Why would you fuck with that?
Just change it. Change the whole thing.
I want to find the person who did that and just fuck them up.
Yeah, they're all pretty fuzzy.
Yeah.
I mean, it's older, so it makes sense.
It's a cartoon, you know?
But all in all, it's a very detailed and awesome album cover.
Love it, front to back. Matt, can you try to find the track list? We can go through these.
It's like a Where's Waldo kind of vibe.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I love that. All right, so I'm hard of seeing, so you're gonna have to start reading.
Number 1, Burnout.
Best fucking drum solo. I always had the funnest time playing. Anytime we covered Burnout, I was like. Anytime we played it live, which I don't think we played it live much, did we?
I don't think I don't even think we ever did we? Maybe like once.
Maybe once.
And that was it.
Yeah.
Just once.
And I was like, remember being so we at least played it once, but I remember being nervous as hell to do the drum solo. Yeah, but holy shit, man, what a good song. What an awesome
what like an
first song.
Right, yeah. What a great way to like start the album, just like a punch to the face, like already giving you that taste of who Green Day was at the time. It still is. The
drum solo in there, it's like if you didn't imagine hearing that album for the first time. Imagine 1994, you buy that album, you take it home, you listen to it.
Pop it in your CD player.
And the first song is Burnout, and those fucking drum solo comes in within the first 2 minutes. You're like, wow, this fucking album's good,
Yeah, for sure.
God damn. All right, next one's probably my
this is
favorite.
Yeah, this was honestly what I was just excited for, having a blast.
Yeah.
Like, for some reason, I feel like no matter how many times I listen to that song, that's just like probably the one underground song on the album, for me at least personally, that like it brings me back to the time of just old school, Blind Choice. Like just the underground days of and if you guys don't know who Blind Choice is, by the way, guys, I mean, if
plug it in.
If you hadn't listened to the previous podcast about Evan explaining his time with us when he was in the band, we started a band originally with Evan. Me and Matt are still in it, going on with our current drummer Tanner. But we started the bands when I was 13, 14 years old at the time. Well, I was in 8th grade, and Matt and Evan, I'm pretty sure you guys
Probably
were
ninth.
freshmen.
Yeah,
Ninth,
freshman.
Yeah. So yeah, we started very, very early, and Green Day and Dookie especially was the album and the band that is the reason why we even started.
The reason why we did it,
yeah,
honestly.
and it still is for me and Matt and you with music. So.
Yeah, Green Day's a huge reason I do what I love to do, and I think they'll always hold like a special place, you know. I don't.
Sure.
It doesn't matter how old they get, how much they change. It's Green Day. It's the same fucking three guys since 1992. Like it's
even the late 80s, you know, when they were in high school, starting out, playing. So yeah, but I was saying on the episode, the Blind Choice episode, like we started off just you and me. We didn't even have a microphone. We had like a little amp. We had my old drum kit, and we didn't have a microphone, so I had to read your lips to know where we were in the song. Do you remember that? Yep.
I had to memorize the song and read your lips, and it just fucking snowballed from there. And we started to get like amps, and then we got a microphone. Then we brought Matt in, and Matt just clicked right away. So
that was like the piece to the puzzle to like complete it. But
yeah, biggest reason I think we all still do, you know, what we do. So
yeah, like having a blast, like especially the chorus, it's just so nostalgic for me. Like hearing that, it's just, I don't know, it's like just a great song,
and it's fun as hell to play on drums.
Oh yeah,
I just played it the other day.
Oh really?
Yeah,
nice.
I was like, you know what? I fucking missed that. I missed that Dookie, man. I missed playing that fucking shit, like that fast, you know, paced drums. So I played it. And I had a hard time keeping up. I haven't played that fast in a while. When you play that fast, especially in Green Day, Trey Cool style, you get pretty in shape quick with it.
Yeah.
You know, like when we were doing it, I played those things so much it was like second nature.
It's just all the hi-hat
but
work.
I'm like a minute and a half in the song. I'm like, fuck, man.
Well, like nowadays.
Yeah, like my arms are killing me, and
Dude, yeah.
And but. Yeah, it's not easy. Anybody who says it's anybody can get on stage and it's easy, you know, clearly hasn't done it. Whether you play drums, whether you play bass or guitar or piano, getting on stage is not easy. Being in shape to be able to be a good entertainer is not easy, and it's not as easy as it looks.
Yeah,
just like anything. So
if it was everybody,
anybody could do it. Then you'll have fucking guys like, you know, you'll have 10,000 Ed Sheerans, which I fucking can't stand, that little ginger twat. All right, what's the next one? Chomp. All right, so this one is probably. Hold on, I gotta think. I was gonna say this is the most. What's the word? Like intricate song because at the end, the thing they do at the end.
So it's such a bad.
It might be.
Outro.
It
to
might
lead
be.
into Longview, man. Wow.
Yeah. Chump into Longview is the two most intricate kind of songs in this album. The song Chump starts out pretty normal, Green Day fashion, but then at the end, and we can't play it on here because we'll get pulled off. But listen, if you haven't heard it, listen to it. At the end, it goes into this tom kind of thing with the hi-hats going, and then the bass is going.
Like a little bass solo.
Yep, and then I don't know what they call it in music, how they go, and then it'll go a certain measure, and then it'll do it again, and then it'll go like faster every time. Yeah, so, but yeah, that's definitely badass, and how Trey Cool just transitions it, and it's basically like anarchy, like he's just hitting whatever he can, but somehow he
he's so
rolls
on
right
point
into
the whole
it.
time. You know,
he rolls right into it.
I'm just gonna say right now, Trey Cool is an underrated drummer. Like he's big, don't get me wrong, he's very well known. I personally think
Underrated.
I might sound insane, but I personally think, because I don't think he ever took professional lessons. I think he was always
self-taught,
and like
how
of course,
the best are.
Yeah,
the best are comes natural.
Yeah,
you know
for
what
me,
I mean?
I think music, it's great. Don't get me wrong. Personally, sometimes I wish I got professional lessons when it came to playing guitar, or singing, or piano, drum, whatever instrument or the case may be. But I just think at the end of the day, music is something that is on your own time. You take the discipline on yourself to want to get better. You know, and teach yourself more, and
the years and years of people
hours of practice and
people
grinding.
who start instruments and think it's going to be some quick overnight thing and you're going to be an expert. You're fucking dead wrong. You're dead wrong. I've been playing drums since 2008 and I still fuck up. You're never going to get,
or you're still learning.
You're never going to get fully expert. You know what I mean? So if you think you can pick it up and overnight you're going to be a star, it takes a long ass time. And most people don't get over especially with guitar and piano, mostly guitar though, I feel. You got to get over I call it the hump. You got to get over the hump because it's a lot of it's uphill. For the first year and a half, you're learning chords. You can't get your goddamn finger to bend and go this way, and you can't transition.
You got to get calluses going on because it's going to hurt.
Once you get that down, I think it's downhill. You're always going to be learning, and you should always be learning. You should never you can't play the same riff for 10 years. You should always be learning.
Always want to learn
and try to get better.
That's with anything in life. If you want to accomplish anything, you always just got to work at it, You no matter what, even the greatest of the greats of music or any profession in general, it's you always successful people, I always feel, say, no matter how good you are at something, you always strive to get better.
Yeah.
And it's true. So,
for sure.
Because then you just lose your poise, and that's not what you want to do.
So Chump, that might be a little too close. So Chump going into Longview. Longview, hands down, is the most different song. I mean, the album, the whole album has its sound, has a certain style to it, but Longview stands out for obvious reasons. So yeah,
that was actually the first single they released of the
first
album.
Single from. So it was the first music video they ever did.
Yep, first one, and they did it actually in their old house where they lived at the time.
The apartment, right?
Yeah.
So that was the first music video they ever did.
Yep.
Wow.
And you could tell.
I was just gonna say, you can tell.
But yeah, so fun fact too for those of you listening, the bass riff that Mike wrote for that, he actually wrote while he was high on acid. He dropped acid and he was
passed out on the floor.
He was on the floor, just messing around on his bass while Billy and Trey were probably on the same thing,
Yeah.
And I remember hearing Billy say Mike was just playing out on bass, started playing that riff, and he said
he started playing along.
Yeah, it just stuck, and that's how it happened. So.
Dude, awesome song.
Talk about something happening for a reason, I guess.
I heard this. I heard that song play on the radio the other day, and the guy, what do you call it, the DJ or something?
Yeah.
He's just
radio.
Yeah, radio guy. He's of course he's like that. That was Longview from Green Day, and what's ironic is, I don't know how accurate he was, but he's like, this song was written about boredom and apathy or whatever, and then this song was written about doing absolutely nothing at all, but that's the song that made Billy Joe work the hardest he's ever had to in his life in that time, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So the song is about being bored and doing absolutely nothing, but that song forced him to work as hard as he ever had to in his life,
Yeah,
so I thought that was pretty cool.
Right. Even the situation, I feel like it's the bands who struggle the most in the beginning tend to just break out and be the ones, because if you, it always, what's weird? It's it always seems like the most successful people are the ones who had the hardest childhood or just kind of life growing up, because that's what really pushed them to want to be great, and be above everything they've been through and not be consumed by all the negativity they've had growing up, unfortunately. So, it's that was the case. I know Billy had a rough childhood. Like, I know he was like bullied in high school and
Lost his dad.
Yeah, his father passed away when he was, I think, 10 years old, like really young. Can't imagine, losing a parent that young or any time in your life, and so it was hard. So I'm sure it's things like that. And I know his mom. I think he was the youngest of like 5 kids. So his mom took care of like everyone. So
I think when people who don't know Green Day talk about Green Day and they sold out and they're not that good, and it's like, to me, I think Billy Joe, I think all of them, but especially Billy Joe, deserves every single little thing he's got. I think he deserves every last dime he has, every last whatever asset he has. He worked his fucking ass off since 1988 or whatever, and he's not stopping. I think he deserves everything he has. I think he deserves his fame, his money.
Yep.
And if you got a problem with that, then he must be blind, because obviously the shit, you don't get to his level from not giving a fuck. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, Billy Joe gave all those guys, anybody who's that successful or any sort of successful, they give a fuck about what they do, and that time and that energy and the
passion,
the passion, the determination, the sacrifice.
Yep.
Once you make it, man, you deserve everything you have. So that's what I'd say about that. So
yeah, for sure, and don't take it for granted. So,
Welcome to Paradise, my favorite. Not my favorite song on the record, but it is one of my favorites. But the drums is probably my most favorite drum track on the record.
It's just nonstop. It's so.
Oh my god, you got to be in shape
even
too,
though I'm
man.
not like
Keep
a
it up.
full time. I'm not like a drummer, but I love playing drums, and I'll even say like I love playing that song. It's just so like melodic. It's so fun, and it's technical. It's not crazy.
It's
hard,
not easy drums.
Yeah,
if you
it's not
don't know,
easy.
if you don't know what you're doing, it's not easy. That
you gotta just have the cardio, the rolls,
man.
Especially like, let's talk about the bridge. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man.
It's so iconic and
iconic Green Day song, man.
Yep.
That's all I have to say.
I'll always say too, like that when the first like the guitar riff comes in, like there's just something about.
Something goes off in your mind.
Yeah, like there's just something about, especially Billy Joe's guitar tone. Like, I feel like I try to chase that tone, not the exact, but close to it, because it's like, obviously, because I know they came out with a Dookie pedal.
I was just going to ask you, do you have that?
I don't.
I thought you had it.
No, I don't actually.
You got to get yourself one of those.
I want to, but I feel like that'd be cheating. I'm like, no, I gotta I gotta just get it on my head. Like, I just really...
No, it's not.
You know what I mean? I don't know.
Buy it and then just make a cover for it so nobody sees it's the Green Day. Like, no, this is my cousin. I made this pedal.
Yeah, I feel like the Blind Choice skull on.
Yeah, this is Blind Choice. This is the new.
This is our pedal.
Yeah, the new BC pedal, the distortion.
Yeah, no, but it's just something about that. Even Billy said, like, with the tone, like it's so like full sounding. Like, it sounds. All bass. It sounds bassy. It sounds very distorted, of course, because that's just punk. Very distorted guitars, and just the mids in it. Everything about it. I know they use like amp combinations, but dude, it was just so good. Like, it just, oh my god, it gets you going when you just hear that riff right away.
I think you'll agree with me. Somewhat. Mostly you'll agree with me. I love this beer, but no, that's not it. Dookie, if I had to pick the top 2 best produced and best sounding records of Green Day all time, it's Dookie and 21st Century.
Yeah,
I think American Idiot is good, but if you were to put 21st Century Breakdown through those speakers right there, any big speaker, and you listen to it full blast, it's holy shit.
It's a way bigger. And then again, it was Butch Vig produced that album.
It's like, this album legendary. Sounds like it's coming at you from every square inch of your mind.
Yeah, right.
And from 94, I mean, they were probably even recording Dookie in 93. If it came out that early in 94.
I think they only worked on it for like 9-10 months. So yeah, almost a year.
So for it to sound that fucking good from tail end of 93 to 94.
Oh yeah.
First off, the band's good. If you're not a good band, you're not going to be able to really succeed in the studio.
Right? Or even if you do get in the studio, to me, it comes down to how well you are live.
Yeah.
If you're not a good live band, then first of all, like that's where bands even make their money is touring and shows, and at ticket sales and stuff like that. So it's like if you're not good live, people aren't gonna want to come back to see you, or they're not gonna even be interested to watch the whole set or something. And then, what are you gonna do?
Being able to bang an album out in the studio or bang, an EP out like we did a bunch of times, literally it separates the boys from the men. If you're tight and you work your ass off to get tight with your band, like we worked 3 times a week to practice.
During school too,
Yeah, going to high school, coming back 3 times a week at my house to play to practice. We got in the studio at Rich. Never mind Philly. We're not even talking about that.
You already
that wasn't my
that.
fault.
I heard that podcast.
Oh yeah, that wasn't my fault, by the way.
What's
right?
That? Going?
No, at Philly happened? With the drums.
Oh yeah,
that wasn't my fault, right? I was nailing it. I was nailing it. At least I don't think it was.
No.
I had it nailed. Was his fucking problem. But when we went to Rich, we were really, really tight, and that was so easy. That was so easy doing that EP with Rich.
He was awesome.
He's an awesome guy, and I'm not even going to mention the other guy. Yeah.
But shout out to Rich, man. He's I'll definitely remember him for the rest
Rich Calabasas, right? What's his last name?
With the C, something with the C.
Calabrante?
You have his number, don't you, Matt? I'm pretty sure I do too, maybe actually.
Look, you call him like Rich.
Call him, have him on the podcast.
Oh, dude, that'd be a good guest.
Like, hello?
Look, Rich, hey, it's Evan from Blind Choice. Can you come on my podcast? Sure!
You're like the muffin chewing.
Look, you hear like this? Sure!
The rapper. Like you hear what our song What I Need when we recorded playing in the studio.
He's still playing it. He's still playing it after what? 5 years already? 6 years?
It's been a while, man.
What was that? No, what year did we record that?
2015? Yeah. 2000.
No, 16.
No, because that was it was definitely. I swear it was 15. Only because 16. That was when you. I think that was when you quit. Like so, and I feel like we recorded that demo long before. Yeah, I think it was like. I feel like it's maybe like late fall of 2015. I mean, either way, I guess 2015, 2016.
The signal.
There he is. Oh, it's
I left in
So shout out to Richard Resigno.
I left in late 2016, but 2016 to me was our best year.
Well, yeah, that was probably we were growing the most.
Yeah,
making the most progression.
Yeah, so I'm really proud of you guys. How you're doing, with the band. You're still going for it.
Thanks, bro.
You're doing a great job. Your songwriting, Matt. You're a fucking legend as always. And it was the best time in my life. Playing drums for you guys, growing up with you guys, writing songs, playing shows, meeting people.
Even like with the shows, because even. Now, sometimes we'll play, and obviously with COVID, but sometimes we'll play in the like pretty empty rooms. Not so often, but here and there, I guess. If it's at maybe a bar, if it's 21 plus or something.
Dude, that's honestly, and I'm probably sounds like I'm talking like I know what the fuck I'm talking about, but just out of experience and hearing what other artists have said, like. Instead of being upset about playing to like 3 people or an empty room, be glad.
Oh my god!
Be like, dude, this is the shit that's gonna put me over the top one day. Like, I don't want to ever play to 5 people again. I want to play to 500. And
5,000.
that's something you want to get away from, so you work harder.
Oh,
so
yeah.
you should embrace it. We used to get upset. We were like, dude, we sold all these tickets and fucking nobody came. But really, it should have been like, let's work harder. You know what I mean?
Right. And like, or at least, I mean, nowadays, even if people don't come, because like, it's pretty tight now, because like we kind of deal with like, professional, managers who's like hook us up with big shows, and we got to sell like 40, 50 tickets that are like $15, $20 a pop, so like it's worth it.
Do you know managers?
We don't mess around.
Do you know people who do managing?
Yeah, we know a few.
Once I get my
as far as names, I don't.
Once I get my band put together, I still need a bass player, so I'm looking for one. Do you know any bass players? Local, my age, not over 30.
I'm not actually sure. What do you think, man? No.
Right. Well, I'll find one eventually.
Seems to be rare. That's why I'm so grateful for Matt, because like not only is Matt probably like the only bassist in this area, but he's like
the best.
It's like one of a kind.
So once I get my band going, I want somebody to start negotiating on my behalf for shows and money.
Honestly, man, if we would even probably have you open up for us. That'd be awesome.
I was just telling Matt, like, I think you guys have got your foot in the door in a lot of places,
sure.
And I think, and this would be, I'd want to ask you as the leader. Once I get my band going and we're tight, me and Jared are already tight, but once we get a bass player in there, we got a dozen songs. Put a good word in for us, Maybe I'll give Matt like a card or something he can give to somebody.
Yeah. We collect those all the time, so I could probably we could always get extras and give them to you,
Because we could like go off each other, So if we ever had a show and we'd bring you guys along, or if you ever did, vice versa, so we could kind of come up with each other, you know what I mean? Yeah. So that'd be awesome.
Yeah, we do that with all kinds of bands and stuff, like in the Scranton area especially, and just all kinds of other ones, so. What's that, The Office?
I heard Scranton, so.
Yeah, well, apparently this is kind of off topic, but I heard it wasn't actually filmed in Scranton.
No. It's filmed like California.
Yeah.
It did look like Scranton, though.
That sucks, man.
I think that intro is actually...
The intro is from Scranton, but it looked like their filming areas, like the shitty kind of like streets.
So they filmed the intro in Scranton, but they just don't shoot the show in Scranton.
Right.
Oh, okay. I was going to say, like, it's just like a beach, beautiful, like L.A. or something.
Last year, when COVID was big, like when it was like...
The first
wave. It was hitting hard. Somebody had contacted my dad to do a car detail, which he doesn't really do anymore because he can make way more money doing other things. So the detailing is kind of like pushed off to the side. It's like, it's just little money. You know what I mean? We just don't do it
now.
Like we don't do it as much because we're making more money doing bigger things. But he was like, all right, we'll do this. This person wanted their car detailed, and they worked at the hospital in Scranton. So we filled up a water barrel, brought, the machine, brought the work fan, and we went there and washed it. And then we had like 2 other details. People just like came up to us and were like, hey, you do our cars and shit. But people got pissed off at us because, why'd they get pissed off at us? I don't know. They thought we were running. I can't make this shit up. We were just there because this person who wanted their car detailed couldn't come to us. So we're like, all right, we'll just come to your hospital in the parking lot and work on it. It was like pushed away. So we had room. People thought we were running an illegal car wash company. Illegal. I don't know what an illegal car wash company is. And we were asked to leave. But luckily we finished. But here's the hospital, and they had a big parking lot over here. We were way off in a corner. This person parked over there on purpose, so we can do it in a corner.
Right.
Can't make everybody happy. But yeah, that's my Scranton. Did we ever play any shows in Scranton either?
I don't even know. I don't think we did.
How about Tom's recording studio? That was in Scranton.
Yeah, that was in the Scranton area.
Was it?
Yeah. I think that was the only time we were in Scranton when we just recorded that demo.
Scranton.
So yeah.
No. We were on TV in Scranton.
Oh yeah.
Or was that Wilkes-Barre?
We went on it with Tanner. Yeah.
Or was that Wilkes-Barre?
I mean, it's kind of the same thing.
Is it?
Yeah, kind of, pretty much. Yeah. So it's up more north. So.
All right, let's get this track. I forgot we were still on the track list.
Welcome
to Paradise, Pulling Teeth, right, Matt?
Yep.
It's a good song.
How does that one start again? Yeah, it's a good song. Yeah, I do like this
I'm
song.
all busted up, broken bones and nasty
So you gotta
cuts.
do the back.
Accidents will happen, but this time I can't get up.
We're so out
She
of
comes
key.
to check on me, making sure I'm on my knees. Accidents will happen, but this time, okay. Pulling teeth.
That wasn't our best, by the way, ladies and gentlemen.
That was very off the cuff.
That was all. Yeah, I haven't heard that song actually in a while.
Yeah, I'm getting tired of sitting.
I was picturing like an old punk farmer to this song, like farming, and his wife is like
Hay bales.
Why, Matt?
I don't know. That's just what I pictured with this song.
It's kind of like one of the more mellow songs of the album. Not so fast.
Basket Case. Yeah, I do like Pulling Teeth.
Yeah.
Basket Case. What were you gonna say about this one?
Oh, I think I was just gonna say like about how because you were bringing up the list of the 10 facts and it said about Billy Joe, like what was it like about him dealing or questioning his sexuality or something. Well, I was gonna say like that does make sense because one of the lines is I went to a whore. He said my life's a bore, and so like I remember like even seeing in the comments people saying like. Because notice how like he says he rather than she.
Yeah.
He says I went to a
I always
whore.
wonder why he
said
that.
my life's a bore. And then it says she says it's lack of sex. You know, so it's like the opposite. So I think like that was kind of like on, you know, written like that on purpose because it's like maybe that's like one of the lines especially that kind of brings up him like I guess like thinking about his sexuality or being bisexual if that makes sense, you know. So
yeah, that makes sense.
So like yeah, it's, you know, so I always wanted that too, but like now that you know it kind of makes sense, and I knew that for a few years, but yeah, but obviously that song too is about like just anxiety. I mean, it's called Basket Case. You listen to the lyrics, so it's just paranoia and anxiety and all that stuff. So
What's next? She?
obviously that's like their biggest song. So
Yeah,
to
biggest
date.
song ever. She? I like She more than Basket Case.
Yeah,
I like
it's
Basket
like a
Case,
personal preference.
but She is a little more. She is a known song. It's on the radio all the time too, but it's less known as Basket
Yeah,
Case.
of course.
But She.
Yeah, that was a great song. That was a pretty like hard hitting.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah,
Fun on
fun.
drums too. Really fun.
Yeah, it's right away like with the bass and the drums.
This.
Classic.
Okay, this might. Okay.
Oh,
At
that's
the end
next
of
song.
this track list, you're gonna pick your top three. Three being your not least favorite, your top three favorite, 1 to 3 ranked.
That's gonna be hard. Damn.
This is definitely gonna be one of mine. Sassafras Roots. I don't know what it's about. Sounds like it's about a
Sassafras.
girl, probably a girl. Good song,
That one's
fun to play.
Is that the one that goes? Din, din,
Yep.
din. Yeah, roaming around your house, wasting your time. Smoking cigarettes, wasting your time. Yeah, I love that song.
And then the bass look. Yeah.
Of
Matt,
course.
can you do that? Probably not, huh?
Nope.
And the chorus, well,
I'm kidding, Matt.
With nothing else to do, may I waste your time too? Yeah, good song. Really
Yeah,
good song.
we're not retarded, I swear.
Melodic.
All right.
It
That's
just
how
brings
we
us
all
back-
are.
It just brings us back to our old days, everyone. So.
Yeah. Next one. Wait. Is that the lyrics for Sassafras?
Yeah.
Look, fucking click on them.
Yeah. The wild boy kissing just
Wasting your time. Dude, that was on right there. That was it.
Yeah.
Sing it again. Sing it again.
No obligation, just wasting your time. Oh, I said it wrong. Wait. No obligation, just wasting your time.
Yeah, dude, that was
We
good
got
right
it.
there, man. That was it.
See, that's us actually trying.
See, yeah, that's us actually, you know, we're
not bad, we
no,
promise.
we're not. We're gifted.
Yeah, that's what it's about, though.
Yeah.
Just so you know, Dill, that fish tank, that won't come through.
Oh, okay.
Matt is a wizard. He can cut anything out.
Dude, it's black.
Oh, it's meant to be that way.
Oh, okay.
Matt, they're supposed to eat off that?
Yep.
That's cool.
Just looks like a squid just inked in that. Like, it just never cleaned it.
I remember I came in here, once we moved the studio kind of up here from the old room. I haven't been up here in months from that point. And I remember like looking at that, and the last time I saw it, that submarine was bright yellow. Bright yellow, everything was green and lush, and I looked at it and I thought something was wrong with my eyes, like dead ass. I was like,
just rubbing.
I was like, oh, it's black. Okay, it's algae.
Yep.
All right, what's the next one?
Yeah.
When I Come Around, classic.
Oh yeah, classic.
Classic. Best music video.
Love that music.
I love
video.
it. I love it. It's so 90s.
That song we
killed that
for those
song,
of you,
dude.
Yeah, for anyone who never watched this in our early days, Green Day did when they did their iconic, probably one of their most iconic performances of all time at Woodstock '94 when Dookie was brand new. They actually performed When I Come Around, and remember how it was, they did the verse and the chorus, just Billy singing.
Yeah.
Or no, just the verse, and like Trey and Mike came in the chorus.
We always played that version.
We played it like that, so we always played it like that. And
oh
it's
shit!
Just cool to change it out. Watch the fizz.
Yeah, watch the fuzz.
Matt, am I too close to the mic?
No, you're good.
Oh, okay, just making sure. All right, hold on, guys. He's gotta crack this open. Yep, I already see it coming. Here, you know what? No, I was gonna say, you know what? Either that, or I was just gonna say, like, you should have just had the pressure off and just let it die down with the cap on, but that works too. Yeah, it's like a soda. The sound.
Just silence.
Sorry,
We used to have to worry about cars passing by all the time when we were downstairs. Dude, just so many motorcycles and cars.
Like making noise.
Yeah.
It sucks.
You get pissed with that.
I get pissed. Like I would like if there was like there was like 6 cars like all in a row going real fast. I'd be talking and then I hear like some loud engine. I would stop. I would stop what I was doing and sit. I'd wait till they were all done, and then I'd resume. Like, you're fucking happy.
You're just
with
like, you're like a whole
I'd
school of
I'd
motorcycles.
sit down and wait. If some faggot was on a motorcycle, like, nah, I shouldn't say that, but like if some guy was like some cunt was on a motorcycle at 9
So he
p.m.
switches to that.
It's like, get the fuck out of here, dude. It's midnight.
This is one of the most busiest intersections and
Jonathan Marfisi crashed right out here.
Yeah,
damn, did he? God damn.
Yeah.
Jonathan Marfisi is a good friend of mine.
He's a good
and
guy.
I asked him if he wanted to come on, and he said yeah.
Oh, really? Cool.
So probably this spring,
That'd
maybe
be
I'll
awesome.
have him on. Yeah. He's going to school and everything, so he's probably gonna run here. You know.
Yeah, he's a good runner.
Do track and stuff still?
Dude, he
Or
broke.
cross country,
Dude, he
yeah.
broke like a fuck ton of records in school,
That's right.
or a couple at
He's
least.
fast.
You know.
Agile.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, When I Come Around, that's another very nostalgic one.
Yeah.
I'm probably for all of us, So yeah, love that song.
Coming Clean, great song.
That's a really short song. How
It
long
is.
it?
Yeah,
134.
Wow, yeah, that's the shortest one on the album, right? Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, wow, 1 minute 34 seconds. Yeah, that was a pretty short.
17 and strong out confusion. Love me that you know that it's
Illusion. And the chorus is literally 2 lines. Found out what it takes to be a man. Well, mom and dad will
Watch this
never
drum part right here.
understand what's happening to me.
Dude, that was nailed it right
Yeah.
there. That was good.
It's perfect.
Better than Trey Cole. No, I'm kidding. Eminence. I always wonder how you say this.
Sleepus.
Is this the one?
Yep.
That's all right. It's a good one.
I think it's. I always used to call it Eminence Sleepus, but I think it's Eminence Sleepus. So
It's a good one. Not my most favorite.
that one was
but
actually again. And it's actually cool they labeled it on there. That song was actually written by Mike Dern.
yeah.
So and that's it's cool. It still had kind of like the
Dude, Mike wrote some good songs.
Oh yeah, he did.
He wrote JAR.
Yeah, that was a good song.
Yeah.
That was on the International Super Hits.
In the End, it's a good one. It's a fast one. It's different for the album.
Oh yeah, that's the one that goes.
Yeah.
No, I'm just doing doing like the piano riff.
Right.
I figured it out. I forgot the words of that one.
Yeah, dude, that's a good one.
I love
And then one of my favorite too, FOD. This song kicks ass when it kicks in.
Short for fuck off and die.
Yeah, when this song kicks in, isn't it badass?
Oh yeah. Especially how does the chorus? It's like it's like you just oh fuck. I can't explain it because I think you suck.
Goodbye. I'm telling you to fuck off and die. I can't explain it.
We're like all singing different things. Guys, it's
right here.
We know the words. It's just
dude, that drum fucking roll.
It's been a while since personally that I listened to this album full start to finish, but I know the word, the songs, of course. And
I know it. So I used to play this.
All needs to come back.
I used to play this album all the way through.
Oh yeah,
it's
easy.
To
listen to this album all the way.
It's easy. I can do it.
I still do. There's always.
I'll do it right now. You want me to do it right now?
The whole.
I'll do it right now, right here.
Are we all playing it?
No, I'll do the whole album with my
do
finger.
The guitar sounds in my mouth.
Yeah,
I can do the bass.
Do the bass sounds. Be like boom, boom,
while doing backups.
Yeah, we all have to do. I'll play the whole album right here, like that.
All right, Burnout.
But maybe another time.
Nah. Yeah, maybe. Hey, maybe we'll start doing
live
music,
live jams,
performances on this podcast. That'd be cool.
Yeah.
Mike wouldn't.
My new jam room in my house.
Okay. Oh, you got a jam room?
Yeah, I got my drums set up.
Oh, nice.
You just bring your amps.
The ones you got for your birthday that time?
Yeah.
Damn. When's the last time you had those out?
Not till I moved into the new room. I rented more space.
Oh, the one next to your...
Yeah,
side?
They moved into the other side, and then I have my bedroom, and then the big room, the biggest room. This is where my drums are in. I added a whole bunch to it. I added, what do they call them? I think they call them Stratobombs. They're that big, but they're that long. No, maybe not that long. Maybe that, and that long. And they're real high-pitched toms, and they're open at the bottom. They sound sick. And they're right here, I got a timbali.
Yeah, please. Actually, man.
I got a drink, man. Yeah, I added a whole bunch of shit to it, but
there's one. Maybe that'll come in.
Hope he crashed.
Well, damn.
Cop. No, I'm kidding.
I thought it was an ambulance. I think it is an ambulance.
Oh, sorry, I felt bad. Still crashed. I'm kidding. Look, it's Rich.
Look, I'm coming.
Look, Rich was hearing this, so you heard I don't know.
Look, I'm coming, guys.
All right,
is that it?
That is it. All right, so your top three.
It's the whole track listing.
Your top three, going from 3 to 1. 1 being the most favorite, 3 being your third favorite, and 2 being middle.
Damn. Why do you gotta do this to me?
Take your time. Oh,
thanks, man.
You got all night. It's a motherfucking... Was it Saturday? Yeah, it's Saturday.
Alright, let's look at the track. Just let me get this started.
While he's doing that, I'm going to play drums.
Okay, this is honestly my top 3, I would say. And again, some of them are obviously some of Green Day's biggest. Some of them are the hits, but honestly, it's not. Like I said, I can prove I'm not a that fan that just knows their hits. But I can genuinely explain why even the hits are my favorite. You know, even though they're known by the public. So, but I would say number 3 for me would be. Whoops. This is hard, man. Okay, so number 3 for me is probably Having a Blast.
Number 3 is?
Yeah.
Really?
I love that song, man. Like I said, it's just when that song comes on, sometimes that's the first song I listen to, because it's like, that song for me is just the most nostalgic, and it's just the chorus. Like, the chorus just always hits me.
Close your eyes and kiss yourself goodbye.
Yeah, so I
right here.
Love that song.
Alright, number 2.
Number 3 is Having a Blast. Number 2, I would say, is probably When I Come Around.
Okay.
I just love that song.
Good choice.
Classic. Just a beautiful song, a lot of meaning. I love that song.
WICA for short.
Yeah, so Wicca.
Yeah, Wicca. I like Wicca.
Number 1. See, I'm in debate with 2. Well, between 2 for number 1.
Castaway.
Castaway. Probably, honestly,
Mr. Blue Sky.
Mr. Brightside.
Mr. Blue Sky.
I love that song.
Who killed the radio? I don't know. Who killed?
Probably. All right. I'll probably just say.
Who killed the Elmo? Look, like who?
Number 1 is going to be. Dude, it's hard, man. Like,
just pick one.
All right, I'll probably say Basket Case.
Okay,
it's just,
that's a good choice.
That, obviously it's your most known song, but it's not for me. I connect to it a lot personally with anxiety and stuff. But it's a damn good song. But if I had to pick another number 1 that was in debate with, it's Welcome to Paradise, because that intro and just that song will always hold a special place in my heart too, because I just love that song. It just packs a punch from start to finish. So yeah, so Having a Blast, When I Come Around, Basket Case, tied I guess with Welcome to Paradise, but Basket Case for 1.
Those are good choices right there. That's it. We're gonna wrap it.
Yo,
wait,
yeah, it's your turn. And I think we should get Matt's too.
Yeah, we'll get Matt's.
Definitely gotta get Matt's.
So going from 3, here, watch your head real quick. I can't see a thick. Matt, can you blow those up?
Oh yeah.
What?
How did I just like? I thought I was seeing this like.
No, it's not. Bad, it's not good at all. I need glass. Yep. Okay, so number 3, probably gonna be When I Come Around. Number 2 is Sassafras Roots, and number 1 is Having a Blast. Love them. I love all of them though. I love them all.
Yeah, same.
So it's hard to choose, but yeah,
good list.
Right, FOD is good too.
I think I have my list together. So, number 3 would be. Hell no. I'm gonna throw Cooling Teeth on number 3.
Whoa, really, man?
A weird choice.
That's a different one there.
Yeah,
okay,
no, that's a good song.
That's a good song.
And then number 2 is She.
Okay.
Good song.
Number 1, Welcome to Paradise.
Yeah, there you go, Matt. That's a different one. You won't get the mainstream fans saying those songs, right?
I feel like a fake fan though now because of my top 3.
Dude. No, I know what you mean. Like,
it's
even though a song is mainstream, you can still like it because of
obviously how good it is.
But yeah, like more professional reasons.
Yeah.
Like some kid might be like, yeah, I like it. It sounds cool. But for a drummer, it's like, yeah, I like it because it's challenging.
Yeah,
which it is if you don't know what you're doing. But yeah, boom, that's it. That was the longest one segment we did so far.
How
It's
long
'cause
was
we had-
that? Probably over an hour, right?
Yeah, we're just about.
Wow, really?
Yeah.
Is that too long?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, that's great. Yeah, so we're gonna wrap this up. This is the best one I had, most fun. We had Dylan on here, and we appreciate you being on. He's also gonna be on the on the next one, the regular episode. So you'll hear him again. We'll kind of talk more freely about things. This is focused on Green Day, giving them the attention they deserve. And
Yes,
so
sir.
yeah, hope you liked it. What should I say? Like and subscribe on YouTube. Follow my Instagram at e.e_podcast_official for any updates on
There we go.
new episodes. What else? Patreon. That'll all be in the description. And yeah, I gotta still put content on that. I still don't know what to put on, so maybe I'll take a picture of that fish tank and put it on for starts.
Yeah.
Everything will be in the description. And thanks for joining in, and we'll see you next time for Insomniac. Bye.
Oh, yeah. Thanks for having me, man.
See ya.